Good morning. Welcome back to the show. James Rule XRP. Follow me on Twitter at Rule XRP for all the latest crypto news. And I just want to say hats off to this community. Hats off to everyone around the world that is demanding a level playing field, because here in the last couple of days, the SEC, Gary Gensler, has looked like a bunch of fools throwing random digital assets out there, blockchain technologies, calling them security, suing these exchanges. You know, the SEC is so desperate right now. They're doing everything in their power. They know that they're going to have to release the Hinman documents next Tuesday, the 13th of June, hint, hint. And I just want to say hats off to everybody. We're going to cover a couple things. I have to go to work this morning. It's 5:30 a.m. in Texas. I'm drinking my community coffee to wake up. But you know what? I love this community. I love teaching. I love getting this content out in my own unique kind of way. And this morning, usually every morning, Barry C., he's a brother from another mother from Australia, and he has Twitter Spaces just about every morning. And it's unfiltered. It's not recorded. We talk about the SEC. We talk about Texas barbecue. We talk about funny things. We talk about serious things. And this morning in his spaces, Tyler Boone with the TI project popped up. We had a good conversation. Members of the community were in the audience. We had a really good time. You get to hear the rare me. You get to hear the rare Barry C. And if you get a chance, subscribe to Barry C's YouTube channel. I'll leave a link below. He is also a crypto teacher. He's awesome. He's going to come to Texas and visit me. I'm going to show him real Texas barbecue, because he lives in Australia and he does everything in his power to find good barbecue, but he can't. So let's go ahead and get after it. It's a great morning. It's hump day. I have many affiliates and sponsors. If you click on my Linktree link below, it's going to show you all of my socials. It's going to show you all of my sponsors, and it ranges from Uphold, the exchange, Caleb and Brown, a crypto broker, iTrustCapital, cryptocurrency IRAs, Link to private investing. If you're an accredited investor, you can purchase Ripple and other pre-IPO stocks, and all the crypto wallets and all the above. So check out my link tree below. Let's go ahead and get after it. This morning, it was announced that John Deaton, thanks to this community, thanks to crypto Twitter, thanks to the XRP army, getting the word out to Elon Musk and Twitter support. John Deaton, in his own words, I'm going to read it for you. I want to thank Elon Musk and his team at Twitter support for helping me get back control of his account. But I owe everything to the thousands of tweets that got their attention to help me from the best community I know. Without all of you, I would not have control at this moment. I fucking love you all. Pardon my language. I'm saying it in John's word, and I'm happy to be saying it. So thanks to every one of you that tagged Elon and Twitter support with the crypto law video and individually on your own. Elon and his team can use the XRP community as a shining example of what this platform can achieve. First house, 75,000 plus people from the U.S. and 143 other countries around the globe united against the SEC and became amicus curiae in the most important SEC case in modern history. And now what you did to help me on Twitter itself, the power of decentralized justice. He also states that he's truly sorry if anyone got taken advantage of by the scumbag hackers who took advantage of the trust you may have in place of his name. He's taking affirmative steps to try to locate the hackers that hacked his Twitter account. If you did lose money, please contact John, and if there's a way for him to hold them accountable, he will pursue it on his behalf. Thank you very much. John, double fist, congratulations. We love you. You've gone out of your way since the SEC sued Ripple. You're not being paid by the community. You're doing this on your own. You deserve the very best, and congratulations on having your account back. Now, let's look at something serious here. I'm going to read an article here in a second. And I retweeted it out, and I said, read it and share it. Tag your local representatives. Fire Gary Gensler. I tagged Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, Ted Cruz, John Cornyn, and Republican Brian Babin out of Texas. Here is the headline. Listen up, people. This is serious. Millions of Americans hold cryptocurrencies, Millions of Americans likely hold the tokens that the SEC and Gary Gensler unilaterally declared to be securities yesterday. Those Americans are harmed repeatedly by the SEC's refusal to enter into good faith discussions about what is and what is not a security. They can't prove it. They just throw numbers out there to scare off the community because the banks are controlling the SEC. The banks are the upper echelon are controlling the SEC, and it's getting way out of hand in its hypocrisy. It's damning. Gary Gensler's a scumbag punk. And we all know that, but I'm going to try to keep my composure. I'm going to read this article. It was written by John Rice with Blockworks. Thank you very much, John Rice. Let's get after it. Gary Gensler is a national disgrace. It's time to rein him in. Gensler's latest actions demonstrate his continuing disregard for American investors, entrepreneurs, and interests in blockchain technology and making the world a better place. Let's get after it. Gary Gensler is the chair of the SEC. Sip of community coffee. And he is not a popular man. While rumor has it that he seeks Janet Yellen's treasury role at some point, which he's not going to get, sources on Capitol Hill suggest that he has absolutely no chance because he's not just unpopular with cryptocurrency enthusiasts, but the most of the U.S. government too. Popularity isn't a prerequisite for the office he's currently occupying. Competence, however, is, and Gary Gensler's competence is notably only for its continuing absence. The SEC under Gensler has become a weapon for government luddites who fear the hegemony of the U.S. dollar is under threat. Yet it is precisely the weaponization of the SEC that is threatening the future of the U.S. as an economic power. Digital assets are inevitable. And in the technological revolution that financial markets will eventually have to embrace, America has two choices: lead or follow. Gensler's SEC has chosen to ignore progress, to stifle innovation, and to drive our best and brightest offshore. Thanks to Gensler, the United States is throwing the leadership of tomorrow's financial markets to more progressive and thoughtful regimens abroad in Europe and in the Middle East, and in even countries that the U.S. considers hostile powers. And it's not just entrepreneurs and the national interests that are suffering. In today's action against Binance, which was Monday, Gensler once again proves that investor protection, one of the pillars of the SEC's missions, we're here to protect the investors, is at the bottom of his list of priorities. He could care less about us. Millions of Americans hold cryptocurrencies. Millions of Americans likely hold the tokens that he unilaterally declared to be securities Monday and Tuesday. Those Americans are harmed repeatedly by the SEC's refusal to enter into good faith discussions about what is and what is not a security. They're making it up as they go. They're regulating by enforcement. They're running provable blockchain companies out of the United States. As markets slide on Gensler's actions, once more we are served a timely reminder that the laws he believes govern cryptocurrencies were passed over 90 years ago. In fact, rather than engage meaningfully with token issuers, Gensler spends his time creating soporific videos like this to defend his belief that all digital assets are securities, which is a nonsense few apart from Gensler himself seem to believe. It's an oft-cited fact that Gensler is an unelected bureaucrat, and there's a certain laziness in that characterization. It's easy to blame things you don't like on people from whom you disagree. But Gensler is well aware that bipartisan opposition to his agenda is at an all-time high. Congress should be making rules that define participation in our capital markets, not bureaucrats, no matter how lofty their office. And Congress is expressing a deep and urgent desire to do exactly that. For Gensler to continue on his current path is nothing less than a dereliction of the duty even unelected bureaucrats have to our democratic norms. The financial markets of the future will be tokenized. They will use blockchain technology. They will consist of a new and unique entity, some of which have decentralized elements that don't fit neatly into the existing security laws and the banks. But one government agency has taken it upon themselves to block this progress, to ensure that America is not a leader in the development of the future global financial system, but an unwilling and reluctant participant, if a participant at all. Gary Gensler is damaging American innovation, American investors, and American interests. It's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. Fire Gary Gensler. Let's get some damn rules and regulations out there. You can't even go into the SEC as a company and register. It won't happen. There's no guidelines. They get you in the door. They're like, come in and talk to us. We'll tell you what's right and what's wrong. And every time they're going to tell you what's wrong, they're going to sue you. They're going to take every penny you have, and it's hypocrisy, and it has to be stopped today. Thank you very much, John Rice with Blockworks. A kick-ass article. You know, we're really irritated with the SEC today, and good things are going to happen here in the very near future. All right, I have to go to work today. It's getting close. As much as I don't want to go, work is temporary, work is temporary, work is temporary. If you like my show, please subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you updated daily, especially on the weekends. I make extra videos on the weekends because I'm working now and work is temporary. But anyway, I love you guys. I love the community. Congratulations, John Deaton, on getting your Twitter account back. I look forward to many more interviews. I'll be going to London in July. I'll be at the XDC conference in August. I'm excited. I'm blessed to be a cryptocurrency teacher. And we'll see you on the flip side. My name is James Rule XRP, and you have just experienced the James Rule Crypto Show. Guess what? I told you so.